Yeah, you have a lot of static too. I don't know if that's just Skype or if it's on your stream or what.
My sensitivity.
Yeah, I had to turn mine lower.
If you're the only one who can hear that, you're on Skype.
Oh, okay,
Sensitive. Yeah, so.
okay. Let me just check mine real quick. Oh, yeah, mine keeps going up to 100. I'm not sure what it is. And what the heck? I'm not touching anything, and it keeps going up to like I'll set it to 80, and it keeps going up to 100 by itself.
I don't know, your sound's pretty good on my phone, though, so just keep it the way it is. We'll do it.
Okay,
I'll
whoop,
do it for
what
Skype
the
and I'll
heck?
keep my sound down. Let me see.
Okay, I don't know. For me, it I can hear. Yeah, that's a little bit better. For me, it actually affects my stream, so I mean, I'm trying to set it down, but it.
Alright, is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
Good, good, good. Okay, cool, cool.
Yep, thanks. Well, this is taking forever to load. There's so many people in here.
Yeah, man, I don't know where everyone is. They're probably like all tagging and shit.
Yeah, probably. All right, there we go. All right, so we have Mr. Rev Pinky spawning at the top, or well, the 9 o'clock position here as pink, of course, and we have a ton of lag. Holy cow! Holy cow! Now I see why it took so long to load. These guys need to get out of here. Yeah, right. Oh man, sniper, Bushido sniper. Oh man, holy cow! Oh man. Well, anyways, Rev Pinky has spawned at the 9 o'clock position here on Metalopolis, and we have Mr. BBV Mister. Who'd you say that was? I'm not. Rev Meister. Okay, Rev Meister. He's playing on his separate account, and he spawned over here at the 3 o'clock as our Zerg player. Um, and now this is Metalopolis. Pretty much everyone knows what goes on here. Looks like Rev Pinky just building on a supply depot for now. And since they are cross positions, it's going to work out pretty good for Zerg. But we'll see if he goes for a fast expand or if he's going to go for a pool first, because that is the real question at this point in time. Right now it looks like he's just going for a fairly early scouted, right on 12 there I believe. It might have been 11. It's going out to that fast ground position, Overlord scouting the fast air position, and just going right out to the middle and then right out over here to possibly scout the Terran base later on. Definitely a good scout pattern. I definitely like doing that with my Overlord, putting it right by their base if possible, just so I can send it in there later on and see what they have. So right now, refinery going down right after that barracks, and well, he's going a very economic type build so far. You want to get that orbital command up right away, get those mules rolling, and then you can keep up your SCV production. Meanwhile, back at the Zerg base, we do have the hatchery going down first. And we'll see when he puts down an extractor and a pool. If he puts on an extractor then a pool, then he's going to be able to get that Zergling speed up right away when that pool finishes, or if he's going to go for the pool first. The only thing is, if you get the extractor first, you cannot afford both queens at once, unless you delay quite a bit. That's something I like to do, just get the spawning pool up, and then get the gas later on if I'm going to hatch first build. So this is definitely how I play so far for... oh, it looks like he's going to go for that fast extractor. It wasn't an extractor before pool. He's going to have to wait a little bit before that pool finishes, or after that pool finishes, to get that Zergling speed up. But once it is up, he's going to be able to scout and kill off anything that is potentially scouting him. A couple of SVs coming out here for Mr. Rev Pinky. Going to do some scouting action. He has not seen anything yet. This is the first time out of his own base. It looks like he's probably going to scout both positions at the same time here. No, it looks like they're both going to go to the same spot here at the bottom. Nope. Alright, where's this guy going? Probably back to the watchtower. Alright. So we have two overlords actually moving out here now. Just be positioned over here so you can move them into that base whenever he chooses. Usually the timing is around 6 minutes. 6 minutes or 7 minutes, depending on who you're playing, the race. If you know them, you might decide, okay, I'm going to just delay it a little bit, get a little bit later on, because I know he's going to be building, say, a starport or something at around that time instead. So anyways, here I'm a little bit well, yeah, I was a little bit confused about that tech lab, but looks like he's getting a Reaper. Gonna do some early harassment. That's something you don't really see too much anymore, Reaper action. And wow, I actually missed a little bit here. I have to admit I'm a little bit nervous here. A couple bunkers going up here. Drone's kind of just chilling right outside that bunker. Alright, now they're attacking it. This Reaper's getting quite a few kills, but it was picked off from those slow Zerglings. I do not believe... speed has not even started yet. He has no speed on the way. These drones doing what they can, but he does have some gas piling up. He definitely should be getting up that speed relatively soon, just in case, you want to get those Reapers out of your way when you can. And the Reaper is inside the bunker. The bunker is about to go down, so the Reaper is going to be fleeing for his life, now without getting some Zergling kills, of course, since he, just because he can. And the Queen left that battle unscathed with 1 kill. And we have... well, both Queens surviving here. We'll see how he deals with this now. Let's look at the unit counting tab. We have 22 drones to 18 SCVs, so he's really not behind after that. In fact, you might even say Terran is slightly behind, but it's it's really close. It's not really something to even talk about. Command center coming up here. Going to be expanding relatively soon here with that factory. Now this is pretty ballsy to me. You're getting up that command center pretty early after a failed Reaper harass. If those Reapers are still alive, running around the map, getting some good map control, that'd be one thing. Actually, he does have 2 left. I totally missed those 2. Well, anyways, those are two guys that could be roaming around the map, seeing what's going on. Looks like they're going to get that Zergling for free. He wanted to leave the base, check things out. Wasn't able to really get far, but, well. And right now is really around that time when you want to send in that Overlord, see what's going on. See that command center, and then you can say, okay, I need to build guys to attack in there, be aggressive, or I need to expand, or do something along those lines. You don't want to wait too long. If you wait long enough, that command center is going to be there, and it's going to be too late to start building guys. If you are droning heavily, you want to start reacting before it even gets there, before it even happens, so that you can get enough units to his base and kill him or expand. Like I said, where'd that Queen go? Apparently that Queen. Oh, they're going after the Reapers. Oh man, I totally missed that again. Spider going up here. Looks like the Reaper's trying to do what they can. They have scouted it. The Reapers here are going to be finished off here, and Zerg is feeling pretty good now. He's dealt with that Reaper harass, both times pretty well. Dealt with the bunkers. Now he has a Zergling speed, and he's going to be able to either attack and possibly kill some stuff off for this orbital command, but if he decides to move it out and land it, right now he's just kind of using it for SCVs. Definitely a good call, get up your orbital command and just supply your net or your main mineral line with extra SCVs, extra mules. It just helps you a lot. That's like the new thing for Terran right now. Just getting up extra command centers early on and just adding on a lot of SCVs before you even actually expand. And then once you do expand, you can saturate a lot better and just get a full saturation with a ton of income. Meanwhile, Zerg just kind of running around here, seeing what he can see, taking some hits from that tank, so he knows that tanks are up there. And I don't believe he's not seeing pretty much anything. He's seen the factory, or at least one of them. He is not actually seeing anything with these Overlords. Looks like the Overlord is moving in now. Going to be spotting that command center momentarily here. Yeah, now he knows it's there. So I do wonder how he's going to be responding to this. Looks like for now it's getting up some Mutalisks, doing some harass with that. Meanwhile, there is a Thor and some turrets going up, so it looks like RevChiCaNeRy is going to be just fine. And yep, already a missile turret at the natural there. One Zergling kind of scouting ahead, looking around, seeing that the command center is going to be landing soon. I do wonder if these Zerglings are going to rush in there. RevChiCaNeRy doesn't really have too much, but he does have Hellions, which is, very good to have early on. They're going to deal with all those Zerglings. Especially in these cross positions, it's going to be hard for Roaches to actually get there. And so, the Hellions are just going to be so good against Zerglings and Banelings that, you don't really need too much. You don't want to wait too long. You want to get it as soon as you can, and right now is really not a bad choice. So Mutalisks are on the way here, and some Zerglings. Looks like the Zerglings just going to chill out at that gold expansion. And, well, it looks like a total of 6 Mutalisks, actually 7 Mutalisks, just sitting here waiting for that attack. And there they go. Alright, right into the Terran base. He does have these turrets up, and in really good positions. He built 3 of them, it looks like, in that main, and the Thor kind of running around as well. He's not going to really be able to do any kind of damage with this. He's going to take some extra damage from that Thor and that one Marine anyway. But he really needs to get a lot more Mutalisks up to really do some serious damage to that kind of threat, or that kind of defense, I should say. Now the tricky thing for Terran, since he does not have a lot of Marines, he's going to be relying on these Thors, and Thors, I mean, they're all right against Mulists. They're cost efficient against them, even with the magic box. But you do have to be careful of that, because if he gets a lot of Mulists and just kills your Thors, when he magic boxes, you're gonna have some trouble. So you just got to be on your toes, and of course then you got to watch the front as well, since Mulists like to poke around in the back in the main, and then Zerglings can wrap around to the front and do some damage there. So meanwhile, Zerg is getting an expansion at his third. And he has a lot of Mulists running around and getting up those infestors, as well as, well, one drone anyway, not much else. I was kind of waiting to see what happens here. Some upgrades going on for his mech play here, Mr. Pinky. And, well, more Thors and Marines and whatnot coming out here. Now the Infestor is pretty much to me it's the hard counter to Thor. Like, sure, you can use Roaches, and Roaches are pretty good against them, but you need a lot of Roaches, right? So, I mean, especially if he uses tanks, tanks are pretty good against Roaches. You can use some Marauders with that if you have some extra gas. He's, really not going to, because he's going tank and Thor, but, that is a choice. But the Infestor with the Neuroparasite is just so good against Thor. You really got to have tanks to back him up and target fire those Infestors, otherwise they're going to be one hell of a bitch to deal with. So it looks like Rev Pinky are going to be moving out here, doing this slow push with his Thors, and we're getting some lag from the guy streaming. Oh, are you there? Alright, well, it looks like things are all good. So Zerg here, he does have quite a few Mutalisks here. He has, let's see, 13 mutas, 14 now, 12 roaches. Looks like he's a little bit ahead on the drones, which is very standard right now. You want to be ahead on the drones just to break even, because with those mules, they get a ton of income, and you got to be, I don't know, got to be careful of that. So anyways, looks like the push is about to get here at that third. The Hellions here with that blue flame actually just got the +1 finish. Very nice time to out attack here, and these Hellions can do some serious damage to, well, not to a lot, because the drones moved out, and Zerglings, there's not a lot of Zerglings, there's lots of Roaches. Definitely want a lot of Roaches versus this mech play. Mulists now coming in here, going to do some magic box action against these Thors, and there's just a lot of Roaches out here. Definitely too many for Pinky to really withstand. Now that's the thing about pushing out his Terran with the mech. If you push out and you're just wrong, you lose everything, because Zerg has faster units, just can kill everything. That's I think that's why a lot of players choose to go for that infantry play. Then of course you have to deal with the Banelings and the Infestors. So, ooh, I totally missed it. There was a Hellion in the natural here for a short amount of time, and didn't really get much, but there is a Great Aspire going on here. We do have the Hive Tech, and so we're probably going to see some Broodlords here relatively soon. Personally, I like Ultralisk a little bit better against Terran, Sure, Thors and tanks are pretty good against them. In this predicament, I suppose it wouldn't be the best thing, but against infantry, I do love the Ultralisk. In this situation, though, against Thors, if a player isn't going heavy Marine, Broodlords, excuse me, are definitely the better choice. Upgrades right now for Zerg is one ranged attack, no armor. Terran has 1 vehicle weapons, and I'm trying to find a Zergling to check on that's melee attack. Well, don't see any. He probably doesn't have any. Mulists don't have any either. And right now he's just kind of chilling out with his mutas. I really wish he would go in there a little bit more with the mutas. I mean, I guess they are a good stepping stone into an Infestor, just because you're able to harass him, and he's not going to be able to really push out of his base, and if he does, he just deals some heavy damage, So, I mean, it's a good stepping stone to Infestor. So anyways, it looks like Terran trying to take